Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're talking love, marriage, huntsville. Y'all know we all hear. Anything I say is alleged in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some housekeeping and meat potato items are just free. Do follow me here at Anonymous Tea. Follow my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. Do not forget to follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Do not forget to follow me on the Instagram, on the Instagrammies at Anonymous Reality Tea. It is always free, you guys, to share the video. Share everywhere. And do not forget to like and comment. So we need to get into some things with Carlos King claiming to be blindsided about Melody Cherie leaving LAMH. And I'm going to tell you why that's hogwash. So I was minding my business, and I had a busy work week, and I was actually working on a follow-up video because there's a lot of drama going on in this former NBA player Matt Barnes and Anansa, who's the daughter of Beverly Johnson story, and Tasha K is a part of it because Matt Barnes was calling her a liar and calling her the black chick and all these things. So I was working on gathering the receipts for my video on it because I was going to do a third video on it, and I still am. And out of nowhere, y'all, before I get to Matt Barnes, because I'm like fast forwarding through her show, before I get to Matt Barnes and Anansa, I see Melody Cherie's picture on the screen for her Friday show. And I'm like, I don't see this anywhere on the description. I don't see this anywhere on Tasha K's Instagram. I didn't know she was going to talk about Melody Cherie, all this and that. I thought she was a non-factor. So why are we talking about her, right? So nonetheless, you guys, Tasha K says the following. She, again, is trying to start off by calling Melody Cherie Rogers Melody Holt, which once again is disrespectful. Trying to throw shade that Mel knew Martell was cheating and still wanted to go through with the show, Well, actually, she told Carlos King she wanted to postpone the show and assess the situation with Martell's cheating. And Carlos King said, no. The people will resonate with you. You will be showing your authentic self because he had nothing else going on with the other couples. So he convinced Mel to go ahead and go through it, knowing that Mel was already dealing with the stress, the emotions, the sadness, the depression, the anger, all of it wrapped up when you find out somebody is cheating on you that you thought you were going to be committed to the rest of your life with and having children with and the whole thing. So now all of a sudden, Tasha K is saying, she's trying to be complimentary, saying that, Mel monetized her skincare and her hair care business and that she has leveraged numerous deals and all this and that. And that basically she utilized the fact that she got played by Martell to, get on TV and basically milk the situation dry. And then she is trying to now put out that rumor once again. And here's the thing, Tasha K, this is what gets you and many other people in trouble, is when y'all turn on somebody and y'all hate somebody, y'all just be throwing out the same rumor, the same talking point, the same verbiage with no receipts. The same people who hate Mel also were alleging she was never leaving the show. Where are they now? So now she's trying to allege that Mel is having this affair with the bodyguard, with the security guard, Jason, and that is the real reason she is leaving LAMH for good. I don't buy it, y'all. So you're trying to tell me this is a Monique situation, that Monique, was leaving the show because of the alleged training rumor from Real Housewives of Potomac? Is this what's happening? So then apparently she had texted Carlos King, right? And there's two Carlos King conversations. So this first one was an actual and alleged conversation between her and Carlos King. We will see how actual and factual this is come. He has February 3rd, I believe, the the special with Dr. Heavenly, the live with the Reality King special with Dr. Heavenly, as well as he has coming up his Messy Mondays with, or Mr. Mondays rather, with Dustin to review allegedly part 1 of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion, right? And so Tasha K attacks Carlos King, and she's like, WTH is going on. You know what it really means, right? What is going on? Did you get a resignation notice about Mel leaving the show? And here go Carlos King, y'all. Tasha, I'm just now seeing this. I'm trying to gather my thoughts, girl. I'm trying to gather everything and all this and that. That he was shocked too and all this and that. And I'm calling BS, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So Tasha K, she's being messy, talking about, well, I'm going to call the boss. I'm going to call the network to find out what the real tea is, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, you didn't call the network. You called Carlos King, right? So then also says that felt that the storyline of her and Martell, you know, that there was still story to tell. However, it was getting redundant since they're not together anymore. And, you know, basically that her and Martell could have spent her courting a married man, separated or divorced, regarding the security person, and wants to throw in there that whether he is separated or going through divorce or whatever, that allegedly the wife is still posting pictures. And so basically she's trying to allege that whatever is or isn't going down with this security guard, with this bodyguard, that Mel is used to broke down dudes like Martell and trying to elevate them to something. And so therefore that is why she is enamored with her security guard. What? How do y'all just come up with these conspiracies? How do y'all come up with these conspiracies? Where is the receipts, number one, that Mel and Jason are together? Where are the receipts, number two, that, you know, whatever is or isn't going on with him and his wife is somehow y'all business? Like, I am just confused. What are we basing this off of? What are the receipts? And you're trying to tell me all this time, as much as y'all stalk Mel, as much as y'all stalk what Mel is doing when she's out of town, when she's doing this, when she's doing that, y'all still have no receipts. You have not found proof of Mel and the security guard kissing, Mel and this dude being all over each other, Mel and this dude hugging all on each other, or anything else. Y'all went to the mimosas with Mel. Y'all went to Winter Wonderland and everything else. Nobody came back and reported anything going down between Mel and Jason. Nobody reported anything of anything out the ordinary or anything inappropriate going on. Nobody said anything. Where's the proof? Where's the receipts? For all intents and purposes, it has seemed like he is functioning as a normal security guard would. As a normal security detail would, and some of y'all can't handle it. Listen, to some of y'all, because Jason is handsome, because some of y'all argue that Jason is more handsome than Martell, then there is no way that he is just doing his job. Y'all do the same stuff with Julius, with Beyonce security. That, oh, since he is so much finer than Jay-Z, there's no way that he is just Beyonce security. Y'all need to grow up. Y'all really need to grow up. So, nonetheless, she is, saying that they're used to, Mel and Tell always kind of be around the show at the same time and all this and that. And said that, didn't give any time to clear anything, and that she wishes Mel the best, and that she is saying rumors now. So now everybody's blindsided, but somehow people know that Mel has leveraged deals with Tubi and streaming services and developing shows, and something about Scratchy Cat has a spoof show coming out with Mel, and she's trying to throw shade saying that it's bad quality, but that you have to start from somewhere. And she said that she knows that Mel's brand, her skincare, beauty business and everything else is doing really well and is really successful, and that she's getting into the clothing line. Well, Mel has been into clothing line. She's been having these collaborations with Jay Bolin, but unless Mel is coming out with her own line, that would be something different. But Mel has been in this fashion streets, right? And so then as well, basically trying to say anything Mel wants to do, she's going to be a success. Well, we already know that. We know that. And Carlos King knows that. That's why he was trying to make her, have him be her team manager, because he wanted in on the piece of the pie. He wanted in on Money Making Mel. Why do you think I said Money Making Mel, you guys? I said Money Making Mel for a reason. I knew the star quality that she had. I knew the star power that she had. Make it make sense. And so then she said basically that Mel is willing to sell anything but herself. And that is her saving grace. And that basically, the married security guard is where she's going to draw the line, right? And said that, it doesn't matter whether Mel's on the show or not. She's still going to be watching Mel. She's going to be paying attention to her. She's still going to be reporting on her. So then she sends a voice note to Carlos King, you guys, asking Carlos King if now can we get the concubine on the show, and that we need that. She said that Carlos King was trying to show loyalty to Mel, that him and Mel developed the show together. Interesting. So the Mel haters say that this is Carlos King's show. This is Carlos King's show. When Carlos King was on good terms with Mel, he says that he gives her all the props, that this was her baby, that this wouldn't have happened without her, da-da-da-da-da. Doesn't say that anymore since they've been on bad terms. Says this is all him. This is all his proprietary ownership and everything else. Now Tasha K is saying, y'all have developed this show together. This is your guys' collaborative creation, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And saying that the show needs something spicy, that we need all parts of the story, and starts laughing with the wicked laugh and all this, and saying, Carlos King, it's his turn. So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing, you guys, right? Number one, I don't buy for a second that Carlos King didn't know that Mel has quit the show. Especially if Mel has quit in December. Because if Carlos King had no idea that Mel quit, now maybe she sent it to OWN, because I think her contract's different from other cast members of Carlos King's reality show. Some of them get paid directly with Kingdom Reign. I think some of the Bells do, right? So they would have sent, so Akeisha said, I believe that she sent her attorneys directly to Kingdom Reign, but maybe Mel sent her stuff directly to the OWN network. So maybe Carlos King didn't know. That is an option. But here's my thing why I think it's not. Because at some point, OWN would have had to let Carlos King know what time it was, right? And Carlos King, you're trying to tell me you had no clue about the live that Mel did the other day for over 2 hours, exposing you in production? That none of that rang a bell, that she's out the door? And calling them her former co-workers, and that she never has to see these people again, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You're really trying to do this. You're really trying to insult the intelligence of the audience. You think black people are dumb and stupid and can't put two and two together, right? And then you had Nell at the end of the last year saying that January, y'all were going to start filming, right? So we knew January was the magic number, was the magic month of 2025, where the new season, the alleged 10th season, but depending if you go to some producer's page, they're calling it season 6. So y'all need to get y'all numbers together, because technically it is season 6. But nonetheless, you said that, it started filming at least like a week or 2 weeks ago, right? And so we know that Tasha and Marceau did that cringeworthy live where I had that thumbnail where it looked like Derek Jackson and his then wife was trying to set the record straight, and they looked both uncomfortable. It looked like a hostage situation where Marceau and Tasha were trying to ask what the audience wanted to see from them. 10 seasons in, you're trying to ask what the audience sees, what the audience wants to see. You're confirming y'all always been background characters of the show, and trying to say y'all trying to get back to Black excellence. Tasha kept bringing up her mom possibly coming back on the show, this and that. And she kept giggling. Well, how is it that allegedly Tasha's mom would be back on the show if you didn't know Mel was going to be leaving? If you didn't know Mel was gone from the show? Because didn't Tasha's mom say that she can't be on the show because of Mel? So you would already have had to known, Carlos King, that Mel was gone in order for it to put the the pieces in place for Tisha's mom to come back on the show, allegedly to start filming. And why would Marceau then get on there and initially say Mel's name about bringing things to social media, then edited it out and made it seem like, no, this is all Martel doing. Martel is trying to bring all social media stuff onto the show, this and that, because y'all knew that Mel was gone. And Sunny confirmed the other day that she's known and she's been keeping this secret. Everybody knew Mel was gone. Now, when they all found out, that's, for everyone to decipher, right? But it's easy to play the victim and pretend that you found out like everybody else to make it seem like, oh my gosh, we're scrambling, we're trying to figure it out. No. You're not scrambling because you just found out. You're scrambling because the content that y'all are filming is still giving, oh girl, give us nothing. And you're trying to look for a scapegoat. You're trying to make it seem like Mel did something unprofessional and out the realm. No. Mel said in the chat of Millie Chan's live the other night, she said that her legal representation sent the official resignation letter. So if that went to OWN or whoever, they were fully aware of what time it was. And according to Mel as well, they're not supposed to be utilizing her likeness or trying to still utilize her name or reference anything for any future storylines on the show. So they're going to have to start from scratch. So nonetheless, y'all knew one way or the other because you wouldn't be asking people, what do you want to see from the show? And we wouldn't be seeing this increase of posting that Tasha is doing, trying to, rebrand herself as some type of mogul now. We wouldn't be seeing her trying to, have a stylist, have a fit check, all these things. I don't recall Mel ever needing a stylist. Like you're doing way too much to make it seem like things are more popping than what they are for little old Huntsville, Alabama. Can you make it make sense? Y'all trying to act like y'all out here like Atlanta, or y'all out here like Potomac, or y'all out here like NYC or LA or Philly or something, trying to do it big. Y'all trying to make it seem like y'all Chicago out in here. No. I think, and this is my opinion, I think y'all got y'all confirmation that Mel was gone a while ago. Now, whether y'all got the same confirmation at the end of December or early this year is up for debate. But there is no way that Marceau and Tisha are doing that live if they didn't know already Mel was gone. I think the pre-production meetings were going to be, and that is probably why Mel waited until December to officially leave, because, like I said, the reunion taped in October of 2024. So even after all the mess that's going to air on the reunion, Mel was still considering, at least at this point, to come back for another season, and didn't officially think about leaving until those pre-production meetings started to happen of what was going to be the storyline for the new season. And I think Mel found out she was still going to be everyone's storyline. But I think what was going to happen is they were going to try to explore whatever allegations Destiny is making about this threesome with her and Martel. And I think also they were going to probably explore, the fallout of her friendship with her and Kimmy. And Mel was going to realize that was phony baloney, because for all intents and purposes, she thought her and Kimmy were cool. So now she's got to get into arguments with Kimmy. And I think also, because keep in mind, still the kids can't be a part of the show at this point, right? And remember when Mel recommends real things that are going on in her life, whether it's a death in a family or whether it's focusing in on her business and things like that, the show rejects it. The show doesn't want it. This is according to Mel, right? They only want to utilize Mel at this point for her to be in the drama for some type of viral, messy moment to happen on the show. And you allegedly put Sunny on ice, so it's basically going to be Mel running around with all these people. Basically, it's going to be set up how last season was, where everybody's going to be talking about all this stuff about Mel. And they're going to wait some time until 4, 5, 6 episodes into the season to finally confront Mel about it after they've built up their army against her, and then try to ambush her with different stuff. And that was why Marceau and Tasha did that live, because they did not want to be ambushed about Martell and the concubine's interview with the plane lady. So nonetheless, I think Mel got wind of the direction still being their obsession with Mel, them still, as Marceau says, comfortable being in the back seat, comfortable being the passengers, and taking a backseat approach to Mel and Tel being the stars and being the anchors of the show, and just giving commentary and giving their opinions on it. And Mel said a couple of seasons ago, y'all needed to get y'all own storylines. Y'all need to stop eating off of her and Martell. And stop trying to insert Martell into anything Mel's got going on when she's already placed the boundary. She didn't want to film with this dude. So I very much think that is the real reason Mel left. And then, add insult to injury, you have Tasha going on Carlos King's Mr. Mondays, confirming that the revenge P is real, confirming that at least some of the cast members, potentially all, potentially production, has seen this revenge P. Imagine you creating an intimate sex tape with your spouse, your significant other, and all of your coworkers allegedly have seen it. And you're trying to film scenes with them, you're trying to go to work with them, and they're looking at you weird. Because they're in their mind, they're fantasizing you, in this intimate act with her ex, and having their fantasy, hoping that one day it could be you and them like that. That's an uncomfortable working situation. And all of y'all were down with it. All of y'all were okay with it as long as there was no heat coming your way. As long as you and Martell never fouled out and Martell never turned on y'all. But all of this ended up backfiring, y'all. But I don't believe for one second Carlos King is blindsided. I think they're not happy with what the material that they're getting for this new season up until this point. Even if you bring on Tasha's mom, because again, if Mel's lawyers put in there, you can't discuss me, you can't discuss my likeness, you can't refer to anything for any future storylines for the show, they're cooked. They're going to actually have to clock in. They're going to actually have to bring something to the table. They're going to actually have to give a storyline. And I think with the Scots Alliance, with the Scots 1.0 and 2.0 not willing to show their real lives, but they're willing to come together if it's somebody else's drama, y'all can't do that anymore for the 10th season. Y'all got to give something. So what's going to be the plan? Y'all just going to go in on Trish and Ken and Marquez and ride that drama? Or try to now turn against the Fletchers and go in on that drama? Because now what's going to have to happen is Destiny's going to have to be the one to try to create the mess with everybody, just like she did this past season with the Dollar Tree Field Day, with the low budget from the corner bachelorette party, and with the reopening of Madani, which we saw further drama with Martell and Marceau. So nonetheless, you are trying to go this gutter route. I don't still know why people think that Martell's concubine has a chance. Wouldn't that be a violation of the agreement that she's to never be on the show? I'm just not seeing a situation that happens. And if it does, that would be very shocking to me, because it would just show further how much Carlos King really isn't you know what. But nonetheless, that is all that I got for this video. I want to know y'all thoughts. What do you think of Tasha K claiming from a text message from Carlos King that he is blindsided and is finding out with everybody else in the world that that Mel left the show? As if y'all not unfollowed each other. As if y'all didn't have the Scots get on live asking what they want to see in the new season. Why would you need to do that if you already pre-plan like every other season to go after Mel? You wouldn't need to do a live like that, right? You wouldn't need to now promote your businesses and promote that now you're going to resurrect the Mommy podcast from the dead. And now you wouldn't have to promote now that you're going to go on YouTube. Right? And all these things. You wouldn't have to do that and go so hard trying to make it seem like you got your hand in all these things if that's not the case. No. Right? And I'm sure you know somebody that declined for you to be their team manager, that it was a wrap. then. So, nonetheless, there's that. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post a content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.